Only 4 weeks to go.
Scared the life out of me.
Yeah, wow. It's like taking forever. But 4 weeks. 4 weeks to go until we hit the road.
And
for 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
At least.
Where are we going?
I don't know. I know we're going up to Moree, and then we're going up into Queensland, and then around, we sort of skirt around Brisbane and come in to the coast, and then up there somewhere.
Which will be so exciting, won't it?
It will.
It'll be more like a maiden voyage for our caravan.
It'll be our first extended voyage, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of those little.
Because we've only done little short trips. And
it'll be a mix of free camping, cheap camping, and caravan park camping.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think we're doing any dirt roads. Mostly on the coast.
Mhm.
And yeah, be good to get away.
It will be good to get away.
And
yes.
to see what other improvements we need to do to the van.
No, I don't think we need to do too much.
Probably not much more.
No. Surely there couldn't be any more that you want to do to it.
Well,
really.
I've got to put that point in for your hairdryer yet.
Oh.
I ordered,
that's a must.
I ordered that today. So
did you?
Yeah, so that's a merit socket for the 12-volt hairdryer.
Yeah.
It does. It draws a bit of current, so I need to put a merit socket into the back of the caravan in the ensuite area, hooked up directly to the battery with a thicker wire, so it's not doesn't interfere with the caravan wires.
No.
Yeah. No. I think I've got to fix up the camera on the caravan as well.
What's wrong with the camera?
It doesn't work.
That square one at the back.
Yeah, the looking back camera.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I damaged the cable when I put the Starlink plug on the drawbar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I need to do that. Anyway, here's a couple of little things that I've done over the last few weeks. It's probably over the last 2 months. It's taken over, just do a little bit here, do a little bit there. Tracy's finished up working now, and
yes.
I'm still doing a few odd jobs, a bit of the paperwork, a bit of the planning on the apartments, but we're getting so ready to take off.
Yes, can't wait.
So yeah,
great.
Here's a quick look at a few things that we've done. I've done a few little mods to the van and to a couple in the car, so I'll just do a quick recap of those. Well, the number one thing I've done is one key, and that was pretty easy to do. Change the locks over, so all the caravan locks except for the big tunnel boot are all one key, the same key, which is pretty good. So what have I done in the caravan? Well, got a few little things just to make life a little more comfortable. One of them is I've moved the TV from down here up to there, because frankly it was just too low. You couldn't lie in bed and watch TV. What's the point of having it here if you couldn't watch TV? So, and the other thing I've done is I've put in some high-speed USB leads and another cigarette lighter socket for the power for the TV, and basically that's always there. So all I do is when we pull up, slonk the TV on there and plug those in, and off we go. And that's power supply to the Google device that gets us all our channels. Even though the TV is a smart TV, I've got everything set up on this little Google device, so I didn't want to bother setting it up again on the TV, so I just use that. Another thing I've done is over here I've put in some fast USB slots as well, and so that my gear can get charged here and the missus' gear can get charged over that side. So last weekend we went to the caravan and camping show at Warhope and bought something which I didn't think I would ever buy. Oh, she's buried it. It's a little induction cooker. A little induction, where did she put it? Oh, here it is. She's found a bag for it. And it's called the New Wave Induction Cooktop. Plugs into the power point and off you go. And we've done some timing, and it's way faster than gas, and it doesn't beat a electric kettle though. As long as you're boiling the water you need to use, the kettle beats the induction cooker. Mind you, we are using a cheap kettle which doesn't have very thick base. It says it's able to be used on induction, but it's very thin, so they wouldn't generate as much heat. If we've buy a proper kettle, I'm wondering if we can buy a smaller one with a proper thick base on it that the induction uses. It might boil the water pretty fast. So another thing I bought when we went to the caravan and camping show on the weekend was these lay flat or cable things, and I've also made a modification to my manifold. This hooks onto the two drain pipes. This one is the shower and this one is the two sinks, so that they run down and we don't get any backflow and it flows properly. We've got air coming in here and air going in there, so that it helps drain. So in here is the low fat, and here is the power leads, and they just rip straight out and just wind them up again to wind them away. It's so fast, it's amazing. I've never used this lay flat stuff before, but some people hate them, some people love them. So we're going to give it a go. There are two lengths in here, 3 meters and 6 meters, and if you need to join them together you get 9 meters. So we'll give her a shot, and that was one of the reasons I made the modifications to my little model manifold, so that it sits on the ground and the hose will just run. So when we get to set that up, when we're traveling, I'll give you a picture of that. And I'm not sure if I've shown you before, I've got the new jockey wheel which bolts on, and removable handle, and it's multi-adjustable. So what we can use this for now is for the starling pole, or also for a clothesline. It sits on the front. So Pinky's in the car already. Mind you, I don't think she's left the car since our last trip to Yamba, so time for you to have a bath, young girl. Anyway, another thing I put in here is a couple of USB ports beside the fridge. So what I do is when we're traveling, we put up the Nighthawk up there, which is the latest connection to Telstra network, and we have the Selfie device over there, so it transmits to this and we get mobile reception while we're traveling. And there's a few things, just a little bit of tidying up in here to do. And in the back, I don't know if you've noticed, I've lost my drawers. All my drawers are gone, but I've got my battery back in here, so I can it runs some accessories, or when I have the fridge in the back of the car for driving trips. That's operational again, and I can, what I'm thinking of doing is actually running Starlink in the car sometimes. So all we have in the car when we're traveling is seats and a ladder, and I don't have all the spares that I used to have. So that's saved about 200 kilos actually in weight. So I don't know if you've seen the other videos of when we got the van weighed, but we were way over in the car. The van is fine, but the car rear axle weights were just too heavy. So I had to take everything out and basically run almost empty in the back of the car. So that's a few things we've done. I know there's one thing I haven't done yet. I haven't painted the top of the front box.
Oh no,
white.
you were going to paint that white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to paint that white. I haven't done that yet.
Because that was really good. You did that on the cross track, and
It cut the temperature down.
it was just amazing how
phenomenally.
much temperature was. Yeah, you could actually touch the top of it.
You cook an egg on it.
Yeah.
So hot. But anyway,
But when you painted it, it was really, you could actually touch it then.
I've got the paint and we've got the masking tape. I just
Haven't got around to doing it.
maybe I do it. No, I can't do it this weekend.
No.
I might do it. No, I can't do it Friday. Maybe it'll be next week. I'll
Yeah,
have to
maybe
do it.
next
I'll have to make a concerted effort to do it next week.
Mm.
Anyway, so we'll see you again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.